Welcome back to the Honda Sens Show, everybody. It's our post-trade deadline show, and joining us now is General Manager Bryan Murray. An active day, an active last several weeks. Let's first of all get your thoughts on what happened on trade deadline day involving the Senators.
Well, Chris Phillips, we didn't get it done until late last night, but very definitely getting him signed, I think, was very important. He's a good veteran defenseman that can play at a good level and certainly will help some of our young people coming in. And secondly, because of that, I was able to trade Chris Campoli, give him a chance to go to the Blackhawks. We got a second-round pick in Potomny, who's going to come in here and help us for the rest of the year.
All right, let's focus in on Chris Phillips, a veteran of 13 years in this league. He's going to play as an Ottawa Senator, over 1,000 games, all as an Ottawa Senator. That's going to be pretty clear. Did you have it in your mind right from the get-go, Brian, that if he wanted to stay in Ottawa, you were going to make accommodations to do that?
That was the intent. And talking to Eugene Melnick, it was like with Alfredson. When people have done what Chris has done here and Alfie have done, then you want to reward them if they want to stay. And Chris very obviously wanted to stay. There's no question if he'd gone to the free market, he probably would have, money-wise, done well. He could have played in the playoffs this year. He avoided that by staying with us, and we respect that of him, and we know going forward we'll get rewarded because of it.
You know, it's interesting because there was a lot of chat prior to the deadline of Chris maybe going to play for a contender and trying to win a Stanley Cup, and it's almost like sort of writing off his career, go off into the sunset, try and win your cup, and there you go. He's 32 years of age. There's still a lot of hockey left in him.
Well, I don't believe this is his last contract by any means. I think that he'll play this contract and get another one and play longer, and hopefully he's in Ottawa when we win a Stanley Cup.
All right, so he's into and stays in to mentor the young players. As you said, you've got a lot of young players on the horizon. David Rundblad, Jared Carolyn, et cetera, et cetera. The well isn't dry. I guess that's the best way to describe things.
Well, a few years back, it didn't draft very well, and we got a little bit low here. We tried to make up by signing some free agents. We're taking a little different approach now. We've got 5 picks in the first 2 rounds. We've got a number of kids coming from that are playing that were in Binghamton. We've taken them away from there for now. They can play at this level. They work hard. We've got some talent here beyond what they've shown, I believe. I think this team can turn around fairly quickly. I think we can be very competitive. But young people in this league, the way the league is now and the skating that's required, I think are going to make a big difference as we go forward.
You have indicated that it's been very tough on yourself in trading away some veteran players. Obviously, Mike Fisher and Chris Kelly, 2 players who you had as players when you were a coach, and 2 players who just went through the wall for you. You indicated that. Chris Campoli, another veteran player, but goes to a team that has the potential to do something in the playoffs. Was that, well, Brian, in the back of your mind, trying to accommodate players who have served the organization well?
Well, you certainly spoke of Mike Fisher to start off with. Going to Nashville was the right thing for him. If he couldn't play in Ottawa, with his wife there, with the attitude of the fans there, and him going there, I think he'll be well received. I know he has been, and he can help that team because of the style he plays. Chris Kelly, one of my favorite guys to go to Boston. He can certainly play on a good hockey team there with a chance to win in the East, and he'll be very important. And I know Chris is so smart and so good with the puck and defensively responsible that, I used him in video clips often because he was such a good, responsible player. So I'm real happy that the 2 of them got located where they are. And, of course, Chris Campoli going to the Hawks, defending champions, a young core. Should be a good chance for him to be in the top 4 there and get a lot of minutes.
You and Mr. Melnick had indicated a month and a half, 2 months ago that there was a plan. There was going to be a plan, and obviously the plan is to move in a younger direction. As you mentioned, you've got a number of picks, I believe 6 in the first 64 or 65 picks in this upcoming draft. You also talked at your news conference, Brian, about watching the Edmonton Oilers, watching some of the younger teams. We certainly got an indication in a 5-1 victory over the 4-1 victory over the Philadelphia Flyers that the young players are exciting. And I guess that's the message that you might have for the fans.
Without a doubt. And I know it's been a difficult year for all of us, and fans and certainly management and coaches and everyone. But we can make this building fun again. We can get it filled up because there are going to be some exciting players. As I say, I think our first overall pick this year will be able to play right away next year. If we can get a couple things figured out in one or two positions. This will be an exciting hockey team going forward.
Brian, thanks for this and best of luck.
Thanks, Gord. Appreciate it.